Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Folks, you know what? Thank you for that. Thank you for that. That's very nice, but you folks in this theater are the ones who deserve an ovation because these brave citizens, let me tell you what happened. These brave citizens in this theater today, they just stood outside in 100-degree temperatures on a New York City sidewalk in the summer. 100 degrees outside, only to come in here where it's about 42 degrees. And when those two weather fronts collide, it creates a cyclonic action, like in their butt sweat. It just, I think up north of the equator, the butt sweat goes this way.
Wow.
Wow. Unfortunately, these hot summers are, nothing new because we are coming off the hottest year ever recorded on Earth. The hottest year ever. Scientists warned it would happen if we put Pedro Pascal in this many movies. He's everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You ever seen young? You ever seen young Pedro Pascal?
Woo-shoo.
Faced with this clear threat to humanity, the Trump EPA is leaping into action, announcing it wants to eliminate regulation for greenhouse gases. No! Stop booing. You're just releasing more CO2. You're part of the problem. The EPA announced it wants to throw out the so-called endangerment finding from 2009, which concluded that greenhouse gases endanger public health and welfare. Getting rid of it will allow the EPA to eliminate rules to reduce climate pollution from cars and trucks. Okay, but you're the Environmental Protection Agency. You're supposed to protect the environment. You're just giving up? This explains why Woodsy Owl has updated his catchphrase to, "Why give a hoot? I'm just filling my pockets with rocks and walking into the river like Virginia Woolf."
Wow.
Yesterday,
Wow.
he's sad.
It's sad.
Exactly. That's it. Yesterday, head of the EPA, Lee Zeldin, and Energy Secretary Chris Wright went on the Fox News to push back against what they think of as the climate change hoax.
The goal is to restore confidence in science and data and rationalism. That's what enabled the creation of modern science. Then we slid back into sort of a cancel culture, Orwellian squelching of science.
Nice try, fellas. But it makes it hard to dismiss global warming when you're sharing the screen with a heat index of 126 degrees in Missouri. The popcorn comes pre-popped. I haven't seen a cognitive disconnect like that since the original ending of Jaws.
Whee! A friendly dolphin! I think he likes me!
There's more proof out there that the Earth is mad at us because just yesterday, a massive 8.8 magnitude earthquake struck off of Russia's far eastern Kamchatka Peninsula. Thankfully, this only resulted in a few injuries, despite the fact that it occurred along Russia's so-called megathrust fault. It's the megathrust fault, which is right next to Humpmaster Canyon and the Cape of, I had a big dinner, can we just watch Gilded Age? The footage is pretty intense. Check out this video of the earthquake hitting right in the middle of someone's surgery, and if you look closely, you'll see it just jumps right there. It skips. That missing footage in that's when the government sent the earthquake to kill Jeffrey Epstein.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly. We have no idea if Trump is back from Scotland, but while he was what? But while he was over there, he unveiled a new impression. You see, his new Aberdeen golf course over there had some zoning issues back in the past, and he claims he got help from a certain Scottish celebrity.
Sean Connery got me the zoning. He let out a howl once. He said, "Let the bloody bloke build his damn golf courses."
You do a very good Scottish accent.
Yeah, well, but he did say that. He said, "Let the bloody bloke build his bloody golf courses."
That is uncanny. I do other accents too. Here's Italian. let the bloody bloke build his bloody spaghetti. How about French? Let the bloody bloke have his bloody three-way. Now, Scottish officials say that Mr. Connery was not involved in the due process that led to the granting of planning permission for Trump's golf resort, but he did, in fact, lend his support to the project. And you know it must be a really nice golf course because Sean Connery is never going to be associated with a low-quality product. I mean, this is the man most famous for playing the iconic action hero Zardoz.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a diaper with bandoliers. There you go. The Epstein story isn't going away, no matter how much Trump talks about it. And the latest analysis turns this entire story on its head. Because remember how there was that video from outside Epstein's cell with the missing minutes in it? Well, forget that. Because let's take a look at a still from the tape. Which do you think is Epstein's cell? Is it 1, 2, or 3? Have you locked in your answer? Great. You're wrong. Because Epstein's cell isn't even visible in the frame. It's up a staircase behind that wall. So we've all been focusing on the missing minutes when in fact there's a missing all of it. CBS News, our friends over at CBS News put up this helpful graphic. Epstein's cell is the red one in the lower right there. The only camera we have is footage covering a common area and just a tiny sliver of the staircase that led to the area outside of Epstein's cell upstairs. So it wasn't even the whole staircase. Anyone really skinny could have slipped past that camera. Okay, it just has to be a skinny person, so that narrows the lead suspect in Epstein's death to anyone on Ozempic. or as the scientists call it,
The fat shot drug.
that's not all. Is he on it? Is he on it? That's not all, because the main entrance to this prison area is also not on camera, so an outsider could easily have entered Epstein's cell and then erased the evidence as they left. But enough about Trump's scandals. Let's talk about his policies, which are scandalous. We just found out that due in part to his tariffs, the maker of Charmin has said it will raise its prices. No. Oh no, Charmin is a sponsor of this show and a quality product that I use myself. There is no other way to say it. Trump's tariffs really chap my ass. And I don't care. I don't care how high the prices get. I am not using 7th generation. You know their slogan, 7th generation, made from only the angriest, sharpest trees. Hey, let me ask you this, a personal question, if you don't mind. Are there any parents in the audience? All right, great. Anybody who didn't clap, get to work. You know how babies are made? It's quite pleasant. And it's quite important because the CDC just dropped a new report saying that fertility rates in the US have reached an all-time low in 2024. Now, I can't believe I have to say this, but Americans need to have more sex, okay? I'm already doing my part to start the spark. I just showed you Zardoz. Show him again, Jim. There. Are you pregnant yet? Now, in case you did not know, the fertility rate is the average number of children that women are expected to have, while the birth rate is how many kids overall were born. The CDC released this helpful explainer.
I'm a mommy.
Mommy?
I'm a mom.
Mamacita.
No, I'm a mommy.
A mom of what? A dog?
I have a daughter.
Like in real life?
Yeah.
Like a daughter, like a real baby?
Yeah, like a human child.
We got technical. We got a little technical there. Mamacita. Mamacita. According to the Centers for Disease Control, couples are delaying marriage and worrying about having enough resources to raise children. Well, of course they're worried. You can't ask people to have kids and raise the price of toilet paper. The bathroom is where we parents go to hide from our children.
Come on.
Stay out!
Come on.
Stay out! Daddy's on the toilet. Oh God, they learned how to open the doors like tiny velociraptors. Now, folks, before we talk about this next story, I don't want to alarm you, but the internet is mad about something. This time, it's a commercial from American Eagle Outfitters starring Sydney Sweeney. Take a look.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
And just like Sydney Sweeney, I also carry the gene for sexy, commercial, scratchy voice. I get it from my uncle on my mother's side. He used to say to me, Stephen, I lost your birthday money at the dog track. Now, now are you pregnant? Now, some people look at this and they're seeing something sinister, saying that the genes, genetics, denim wordplay in an ad featuring a white blonde woman means American Eagle could be promoting eugenics, white supremacy, and a Nazi propaganda. That might be a bit of an overreaction. Although Hitler did briefly model for mine comfort fit jeans. Whatever the truth. How do you say badonk in German? Whatever the truth, this controversy has been raging, and today Don Jr. weighed in with this AI picture of his dad in the same outfit with the caption, Donald is so hot right now. Let me get this straight, Don Jr. You look at Sydney Sweeney, and your first thought is, she's hot like my dad. It reminds me of Shakespeare's love sonnet, shall I compare thee to a 79-year-old fart machine? We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Liam Neeson and Senator Alyssa Slotkin. When we come back, some exciting announcements.